everyone. This is Diana from Kentucky. Right now I'm watching Global Crisis, We Are the People Who Want to Live conference that's organized by people from 180 countries in this world that is trying to change the world for the better of humanity. And the more I watch this conference, the more I'm being shocked. And honestly, it's actually really depressing to see that right now we live in the 21st century and we have all these amazing technologies that we can actually use those countermeasure solutions towards people's benefit. But for some reason in this world we're so divided. We live on our own silos in our own islands that we just don't care about each other. Now watching this conference, how Kentucky was hit by the tornado and how people are still struggling and frustrated with everything that they have to recover, I'm honestly shocked. And I think we as humanity can do better than this. I think we as humanity can unite and become the most united, the most kind, and the most productive and family that we could ever even imagined. But for some reason we think that it's so hard to even go talk to a neighbor and be kind to each other. I like the stories of eyewitnesses. I'm still shocked of this story, how the girl was wrapped around the tree, how tornado doesn't care if it's a child, if it's a human being, or if it's just a car. The climate doesn't look at our identities, our personalities, or who we are. Tornado just does its thing. I just wanted to say that if you're watching this, please join the project Creative Society. I think this project has a lot of potential. It has a great cause to save the whole humanity. We have the most unique and vital support we could ever imagine from spiritual world. Seeing Igor Mikhailovich and Jana in this program is beyond my words, to see how it's inspiring and helpful to see those people who are there to support you. I can see that Igor Mikhailovich is a little upset with everything that's happening in Ukraine, and giving this inspiring speech really helps me to just keep going, to push forward. And the result, if you're watching this, let's stop this war. Let's unite with everything what we got inside, and let's stop focusing on our external characters, all qualities. Please check out our website, creativesociety.com. And please don't forget to be kinder to each other, to smile sometimes when you don't want to smile, or just to simply provide a helping hand when people need it. Because sometimes all we need is just a small hug or a small message saying, "What's up?" And it really helps. It really matters. As a result, let's not live in our own silos. Let's go beyond our minds and bodies and think outside the box and realize that climate is our common enemy. Let's unite and become better than we were yesterday or the day before, and make a better future tomorrow. I think together we can do this. I believe in each one of you, and I hope that together we can make Creative Society a reality, and that one day we'll look outside our windows and just keep smiling and laughing with our loved ones, and there will be no war or climate problems in this world. Thank you so much for watching me.
I'm watching the forum, We Are People, We Want to Live. In fact, I'm quite shocked. Even though I am primarily familiar with this information, and even though I'm currently in a country where warfare is taking place, but frankly, the blood in my veins is chilling. It is difficult to speak. I do not know how to choose words for us to finally take off the covers and start doing something so that our life will be safe and we would really have a decent future for us. for our children, and in general for all people on earth. So join in. Do join in. Let it be somewhat unpleasant. Let it be somewhat painful. But we need this truth because the truth cleanses.
Billions of people live in economic slavery, unable to make normal plans for housing, family, work, and a happy life. But while watching the forum, I saw the whole picture of these problems, a huge part of which is created by our human stupidity, the insanity of making weapons to kill or enslave each other, driven only by lust for power, greed for money, and fleeting pleasures. This power and money is actually held by the few, the 1%, while the other 99% of people suffer in the traps of modern society or live in inhumane conditions. And I am already talking not only about the life-threatening credit system, but also about large-scale, growing, horrible climate problems, about wars in Ukraine, Yemen, Afghanistan, Africa, all over the world. Hotspots where millions of people die from disasters or are exposed to killings, tortures, cruelty during military conflicts. This is just unbearable. This is not my world. I could not imagine that this is normal and it will continue. So I do my best to change the things I can. And that change starts now with the Creative Society Project, the only global platform that can unite millions, billions of good people in the world who simply have no hope at the moment, who are frustrated, suffering, miserable, depressed to the point of wanting to commit suicide. I saw at the May 7 forum how many people were affected by wars, climate, debt slavery, and human trafficking, the CO2 scam. And I made a decision to act and do what I can to leave a better world for my children, your children, all the people on earth. Because the madness we have created ourselves is absurd, and while we play our petty, pathetic games of power, lies and money, sticking our heads in the sand like ostriches, we cannot see or realize the catastrophic scale of the world climate problem, unless we kill ourselves before then, as we are doing successfully at the moment in all kinds of ways. Polluting the planet on a scale never seen throughout the history, as if no one cares. But you know, there are still people who care, and I am one of them. And my friends, such people are participants of the Creative Society Project. We will do whatever is needed to get this information out to those who don't know. And when people find out, we will show them how everyone can quickly and easily say, yes, I want this positive change. I cannot live in this crazy world, and I will not leave such a horrible world to my children. We want to live in a normal, peaceful, and humane life, and we have a birthright to do it. No one has the right to force us to live in such horrible conditions, to be deceived, to kill each other, and to deliberately hide the truth about many problems from us. We must be united now to solve the world's problems. We have the right to live. We are people and we want to live. And we will achieve it together.
Friends, on May 7th, the forum, Global Crisis, We Are People, We Want to Live took place. It brought just staggering facts from scientists, ordinary people, not indifferent to our whole situation in the world, the absurdity of the whole consumer society. The secrets of manipulation, how we're manipulated by the rich people, how we're manipulated by the media, how the truth is ignored by the same media, how all the paid scientists support the CO2 theory. Just watch it, folks. It's worth it. After all, it's about our money. We are the taxpayers. We're all in this dire recklessness. Wars are being waged using our money. We're being fooled more and more. Prices are going up more and more. The resources that belong to the world, to all mankind on planet Earth, are getting more expensive. And the final consumer suffers. This person, an ordinary man of labor who works day and night to provide for his family, provide at least his body with what he has. And you know those who organize wars, they sit in bunkers and don't sweat it like it's not going to affect them. The crisis will affect neither them nor their well-being or prosperity. After the war, they will increase their income 100-fold. It's just people who will suffer, who will die of hunger, will die of lack of water. Even before the war started, it was predicted that there will be a famine in 2022. And look what is already happening because of the war in Ukraine. There will be a famine. People, please tell me, do we support this? Are we supporting this side, or the other, or maybe even a third party? If this is not the creative society, then we're all accomplices. We're all liars and hypocrites. We all don't want this, but we all do it. We all act. People, let's start telling the truth. Let's send those who organize them to war. Let the leaders come out and fight themselves in the field so that our people and cities don't suffer. After all, the value of every life is the most important thing we have anyway. The most important value is life, which is not valued by our leaders, which we have entrusted to the authorities by mistake, by ignorance, that supposedly they know better. Everyone should ask themselves a question. Do I really want to be part of this? And do I really want to live in this society? Or maybe let us build a society where there will be no poor people, no notion as somebody else's children, no somebody else's elders. It's all ours. After all, we can even make Africa bloom, but instead, we spend money to have us killed. People, are we reasonable? Just think about it. Are we reasonable, or are we just a bunch of sheep led to the slaughter? I personally do not want to be a sheep. I want to live in the society of my dreams. Let's live in the creative society.
I just want to say one big thank you to every person who has contributed to the preparation of the forum. It is just unimaginable for my mind that such a big number of people with different activities and people who had really bad conditions, and they all made that tremendous work. It just helps me so much to go over myself, to step forward even more. When someone is alone, he feels weak, but together we can do everything. Thank you.